What's up, guys? Gaonan here, and welcome to episode 5 of Drafting to Masters. We've started to get the hang of the new Defiance meta. This is going to be our 4th draft in Defiance, and really looking forward to finishing off the climb to Masters and, sharing what we've learned along the way. If you've missed any of the previous episodes, I've linked the playlist in the top right corner of this video. That way you can go back and watch the old episodes. Also, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. You should also follow me on Twitter because that's where I always announce when I release new episodes. So without further ado, let's get into our next draft. Once again, still learning the card, so it'll take me a little bit of time to evaluate, but this pack looks fairly straightforward, I think. So Howling Kurtar seems pretty dang good, deadly endurance, and a nice empower ability. So it's probably just a pick here, 5/5 flyer for 4, or really for 5, I guess, technically. Seems pretty strong. Warlock Brew also seems decent. It is fast, so that's what I like about it. Parry I also like quite a bit. Even though I haven't got to play with it yet, it seems like it should be pretty good at blowing out the opponent when you're blocking, or even when you're attacking, I guess. And then Arachnodon Egg is a decent common, but yeah, we're just going to take the rare because I think it's the best card here. Not a lot here for us. I think we might just take this token because everything else is pretty underwhelming. I don't think Storm Spiral or Reclusive Scholar is that great. Forgeborn is super expensive, and if we do go into that Justice Fire Shadow combination, then we probably want fire to be the splash, and this doesn't really help you do that. So I think Token of Vision is fine here. Eye for an Eye seems like it could be good because you're killing something expensive and then basically dark returning something expensive, but I don't know. I'm not convinced that it's great. Like I said before, I think Parry is probably pretty good. Blaze doesn't seem that exciting. Conflagrate? Don't know the right way to say that, but I think this card is pretty good because it's fast and probably the pick here. Not super excited about anything else. I don't love any of these cards. I haven't tried Sunscorched Elemental. Seems okay. Not really in the market for a 4-cost 2/2. Pack Beast is okay. Power Breach Sentinel is okay. Maybe it's Power Breach Sentinel, since we've got like the potential empower thing going on here. It is kind of weird to splash for a double time card, but with enough fixing, it's not that big of a deal. Other option is something like Be Gone or Pack Beast, maybe. But I don't think I'm in the market for either of these fire cards. So I'm going to just take the Power Breach Sentinel because I think it's decent and good in an Empower deck. Okay, Display of Vision. Yeah, this seems really good. The mode that you'll use the most is the enemy units get -1/-1, so really good for blocking out or blowing out big blocks. And it's also fixing for you too. Little odd because you have to already have all 3 of your colors, but still think it's good. Other choices would be like Broken Wing Brawler or Unmoored Valkyrie. I think both of those are pretty reasonable, but we're just going to take the Display of Vision. Wow, so it seems like Fire Time Primal is pretty open, but I guess we're just going to take Arc Weaponsmith, but maybe this is like the signal to pivot, because all these, I like Beastmaster quite a bit, I like Mighty Strikes quite a bit, and Carnivorous Sauropod is okay as well. Like, I guess if I was going to pivot, I should probably take the Sauropod or Mighty Strikes, because then you're in this 3 faction combination instead of this one. Whereas if you take Beastmaster, you don't have any other cards to go with it at the moment. So I guess I would take Mighty Strikes here just because it's the better card, and maybe we continue to see this faction come through. And then the next one, we see nothing from there. I think Broken Wing Brawler is good for us, and the token is obviously good fixing, but I'm just going to take Broken Wing Brawler here. Okay, so we got the fixing anyway, that's fine. This seems just too expensive for what it's doing. I mean, you think about things like Dispel, where you're silencing a unit and drawing a card. I know that's slow speed, but still, I think this should be costed at 4 or something like this. At 5, and I just don't know how often you're, killing attachments and stuff like that. So I'm just going to take the Oni Samurai. We'll take the Token of Instinct in case we end up there. Yeah, we'll take the 2-drop. It's a good wall, and maybe we get some good relics to play. Gate Guard. So we're kind of all over the place at the moment. If we take these things out, we're a little more focused. Definitely don't have like great synergies at the moment, so that worries me a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. So cards that are okay here for, like, nothing here jumps out at me as being great for us. Maybe I'm just supposed to take Mask Maker, but I'm not super excited about that. Other choices would be things like Magus or Archaeologist or Healer's Cloak, or even just Banner. But I think I'm just going to take Mask Maker. Nothing is very exciting in this pack. Annihilate is amazing, so we'll take that. Trailmaker, Xenon Stranger, Loyal Watchwing, Inspire Obedience. I think all these are reasonable. Trailmaker is a little odd because it seems like we're base Argenport splashing the time, and I don't see, you want this to come down on 2, so I don't think that's great for us. So I think I'm going to pick up Loyal Watchwing here, just because it's going to be better for us than the Xenon Stranger, but this does fix for us pretty good. It's definitely between these two, but yeah, I think I'm just going to pick the Loyal Watchwing. Wow, holy cow. You've got Slay, you've got Magenta Wisp, you've got Finest Hour, these are all amazing. Just going to pick Slay here for the removal and keep it moving. Direwood Prowler is great for us, so we'll take that. Don't really get excited about any of these cards, so I think I'm going to take Predator's Instinct here. We have some big bodies that are happy to use it. Amethyst Ring, probably too slow. Bold Adventurer is a good 2-drop. Dormant Sentinel is an okay finisher. Then there's also just Xenon Banner for more fixing. I'm going to take the solid 2-drop in Bold Adventurer. It is kind of weird to potentially splash for this, but we do have pretty good fixing at the moment, and we stand to get more because we've continually seen Xenon fixing coming through. There it is. So we'll take the Xenon Stranger. I think Tower Top Patrol is probably worth splashing. It's better than Rampager. Cryptic Etchings is a relic that could be relevant, so just helps smooth out your draws and everything like that. It is very slow, but I think this meta might be slow enough that you can get good value off this. And some quick autopilot picks. So Steward of Prophecy could be an option. Could also play Mithromace. Maybe we're actually base Xenon and splashing for Justice. Kind of looks like how things are going. So I think taking Steward of Prophecy makes sense over Mithril Mace. Amber Ring is okay. Infused Strike is a decent trick. Probably the pick here over Amber Ring. Amber Ring is nice because it does produce tokens for us. Yeah, we'll still take Infused Strike here. I think Amber Ring is probably pretty good in our deck, but I think having a trick is also good. Holy, Lethrai Falchion. Yes. I wish I could also take Dark Return. That would be amazing, but card is definitely very swingy, so we like that. My goodness. Shadow is wide open. I guess I'll take Instigator over Magenta Wisp. It's kind of awkward, honestly, but Instigator's a 3/3 for 2, so. Wow. Stone Scar Scrapper seems great. Makes me wish we had taken the Explorer Token Generator, but that's okay. So here we have a couple options. We could take Parma, we could take Inspire Obedience, or we could just take Dune Phantom to like stall out the game. Let's do a quick unit count. Alright, we're at 13 units, so yeah, nothing to get concerned about yet. If you take Parma, it ramps us to bigger and better things. Yeah, let's just take Dune Phantom, I think. Having this wall to just kind of stop everything is probably pretty good while we get the empowers for Howling Kurtar off. I don't think you really want like a second wall like Dune Phantom. I think Glory Patrol is pretty good. It's a flyer, so. And I think flying is pretty important in this new format, so I'm going to take that. Bold Adventurer is a solid 2-drop again, so we'll take that. Skeeter's pretty good. Living Offering's pretty good. Just going to take Living Offering because silence is very relevant. Not going to play anything here. Won't play anything there. And another autopilot. Wow. So this is amazing in limited, so we'll definitely take that. High for an Eye I think is reasonable here as well. Maybe even Cabal Scavenger, but yeah, this seems like it's gonna win you lots of games. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just gonna take the rare here. I think honestly Sirocco Glider would probably be better for us, but I'm still collecting. It's early on in the set release. This is pretty sweet. Don't think we would play Fur Hat. I think Sandcrawler is fine. Could also play Bannerman, but I don't think we need the fixing that bad. The only thing I'm worried about is the double justice for Howling Kurtar. Yeah, I think I am going to take it over Sandcrawler, but only because of the power level of Howling Kurtar. Pack Beast helps you ramp to these more exciting cards, so I think I'll take Pack Beast here. Be Gone I think is going to be better than Oni Samurai, so we'll take that. Pay 5, sacrifice to play 3 random sigils from my deck. Ooh, but there's Keratin's Steward. Yeah, this card is really awkward to deal with, honestly, so we'll pick that up. So we could play Coastal Recruit. Could also play 2/2 Flyer. I'm wondering if it's just better to get another Power Breach Sentinel. I think this card's pretty good, especially in an Empower deck. Could potentially play Coastal Recruit though as another Justice Sigil. But that's only turn 1, and then it's just a 3/3 for 3. So yeah, we'll just take the Power Breach Sentinel, I think. I don't think we'll play either of these. And picking this would finish our set, so we'll do that. Yeah, this seems very good for us. Wow, yeah, that's awesome. Really nice finish to all that. Yeah, I don't think this is worth playing since we only have one relic. So we'll get Lethrai Courtier out of there. Like all my other 2-drops, honestly. All seem really good. Like my 3-drops. Loyal Watchwing, I'm a little iffy on. Could take it out, because you want to play this on turn 3, which is very possible, but I don't know. If you get it late, it's not super impactful. So I'm just going to take it out. Broken Wing Brawler. I do like it as a finisher. So I think we'll keep it. I think all our spells are good. So yeah, we just need to cut down on units. This is probably a... I've been leaning more towards 18 power decks recently, just because I think this meta is a little bit slower, but I think this deck does look like it's reasonable to just play 17 power. So that would just mean 2 more cuts for me. I'm trying to see if it's reasonable to play Mask Maker. I don't think it really is. Just cut that. And then we've got all the silence in the world, good removal, and good top end. Would I rather have Tower Top or Vainglory, or should I be looking at a 2-drop to cut here? Could just cut Xenon Stranger, because I don't think it's doing that much for us since we're base Xenon. If it was our splash one, maybe, but I think this would be fine, because you've still got 8 2-drops, which is still a lot. So yeah, in this deck we need double Justice, double Shadow, and double Time. Once we have that, we're fixed the rest of the way, and I like how this looks. So let's get some power add to the deck. The tokens, and then power. This is fixing for Justice also. Let's do this and play another Time Sigil. Alright, I think this is the deck. Just want to close out the drafting and deck building portion by saying thanks for joining me in my 4th Defiance draft. I hope you guys are learning things along the way, figuring out what to look for. I'm still learning too, so don't feel discouraged if your Defiance drafts haven't been going that great. You know, not only will I be releasing more Defiance related content, but I know the rest of the community is producing it as well, so my best piece of advice is just to consume all that content, because it's much easier to learn through others and read about their experiences, then have your own experience and form your opinions in that manner. So next we will go into the games, and definitely looking forward to seeing how this deck does.